Everybody. So this is the follow-up to our lesson on Monday, July 15th. The first thing that we talked about was making sure when the dog sits that their weight is on their front feet. And that comes in handy for a lot of reasons. It comes in handy when the dog's in a heel position because it's easier for them to balance their wither against the seam of your pants. And that's probably the most immediate use for it. So what we do is that when we get them to sit, we maintain the treat right above their head where they can't really get to it. Stand up again. Sit. No. My hand closed. Sit. Yes. There's a sit, there's a yes, and then there's a feed. Stand up. Hey. No. She's offering behaviors because she just wants to eat. Stand up. Sit. See, I got her not to move her head. Now granted, this is a really, really seasoned dog, right? So there's a few things that you can do. You can control it with the leash with either your left hand or your right hand, depending on what the dog is about to do. The other thing that you can do if you have a dog that's doing a Ray Charles is you can put it against the wall. One of the things that I like to do, here, sit, is that sit. I will hold the collar right here. I have to sit here, so I'm going to stand. The collar is right against my belt or my hip, and then I sit her, and she gets fed. Stand up, sit. There we go. Okay, so that is all part of your work, is figuring out how to make that happen. Methods, down. Methods include putting them against the wall so that they have limited mobility, holding the collar in such a way that they can't move their head that much. The idea too is that you want to make this a little easier on them than harder on them. So even putting them onto a platform and having them do it is a good idea also because it doesn't necessarily allow them to walk up into position. Okay, so the other thing that we did today was the down. Oh, before the down, that's right, the sit from the front. Stay. We went right in front of the dog, and we asked for attention, took the food out of her mouth, and fed. So we're going to do going the other way, Bree. Come. Come. She's right there. Come. Now, if I have food, no cheating. Hand is closed, right? Hand is in a fist so she can't get it. Come. And this way, her weight goes onto her front leg. Come over here. Sit. Come. Yes. So when your dog does it, you say the Y-E-S word, and you feed. Good girl. The other thing that we were working on was attention or focus. She's pretty good. She doesn't get fed. She doesn't do anything until she gives complete focus. Nothing comes that's any good to this dog unless she gives me focus. So basically, guys, we live our lives this way. I will not put down a food bowl. I will not give a treat, nothing, unless this dog is completely focused on me. But at this point, this is how we teach it. The food is in the mouth. That's why I always suggest string cheese. So let's talk about what I did with my hands. I took the cheese out of my hands, it went down my body, See how my fingernails are facing the camera? And then I turned it inside out and I fed the dog. Okay, because she was staring and she was being a good girl. Just like, good. Yeah. What else did we do? We did the brickwork, stay. So, there are 2 ways to do brickwork. There's more than 2, I'm sure. But we were talking about 2 ways with some of you today. We're starting, you guys, brickwork from the side. It starts by luring them up onto the brick. Come on over. She knows that the game is afoot. Foot not being an accident. Okay? So, you lure the dog on, which doesn't seem too hard. Take your time doing this, folks, okay? Let's not rush it. And I know that it's frustrating because you do want to get to the next step, but do take your time doing this. So, again, I read cheese from the mouth. What we were talking about, stay. No, stay. She wants to play this game really bad. What we were talking about was having the cheese up in such a way that you moved and the dog came with you. I'm trying to keep her from coming too far over. Okay, but in your case, what you're going to do is take ever so slightly a move this way. You're not going to be taking these big steps. Okay? All I want you to do is take a little tiny step, even 1/4 of an inch. And when that dog moves, you say the word yes. That's your positive marker. And hopefully your dog won't bite your hand off. And you'll get the cheese. She'll get the cheese. This is a very, very slow progress, but once they get it, it's like the best thing ever. Something else that we do with that is that we try to teach heel position with it. So I can step over, or I can even move my body a little bit. And she learns to look at my body cues. See how I'm not stepping? But she's learning my body cues. I know. Good girl. Yes. So that's not this week, okay, but that's what we're trying to get to, okay? Come on, good girl. Come on off. Let's see, what else did we do? We do the down. I'm going to use a chair. So, Ruben. After standing up for a few hours, that feels good. So, when I was trying to get you to put the shepherd into the right position, I didn't really know how to explain this to you. Lead him, my hand is closed, he's on my left side. Lead him this way and make him stop right there. And the way that you make him stop is that you stop moving your hand and your hand is in a fist. My hand is just in the crack between her cruciate and her stomach. I'll turn this chair around and show you. But what we're doing is that I'm bringing the food down between her feet and folding her backwards. Okay, we're going to do that from another angle. I'm going to lure from the left, closed fist, hand at the cruciate, no cheating, hand at the cruciate, down to the floor between the legs, and down she went, like a ton of bricks. Good girl. Let's do that again. Brielle's like, sure. You can give me as much cheese as you want. Okay, so I'm luring her all the way over just to get her into position. Now I'm going to bring her in front of me. Do you see where my hand is? it. Here's where the stomach is, right in the crux there, in the corner, and down she went. Just by my putting my hand down. And it may take a little while, to get that, kind of smooth. Hey, babe, come over here. Let's do it from this position. Because I know that they're not sick of watching this. Because otherwise, they'd be yelling at me through the camera lens, right? Okay, so I have lured her again. I've lured her here. I pull her in front of me. So I am facing her withers. Okay? I hope that helps. What else was there? There was the healing. Come on. So, all of you are getting a really nice start on your healing. And just as a matter of where we are going with this, I want you to have their head here, okay, so that their eyes are looking up at you. Now, the shepherd was out here somewhere, and I understand why. It was easier to balance in that way, but I want you to move him a little bit closer to this, okay, so that, see how my thumb is against my hip? In your case, your thumb is going to be against, like, the top of your rib cage, I think, okay? But as I go forward, see that? And the pressure of the leash and the lure of the cheese all going together goes this height. To get us to move together at the same time. And we're also going to add the command, heal. Heal. So you're going to start. Oh, this is her in it to win it. Can you see this? She says, I'm here with your mom. We're in it to win it. And she puts her head there. That's an offered behavior. It's really super cute. Okay, touch that. All right. So again, my hand is here. I say heal. And the idea is that I want her to keep her head up. Okay? Now, we're working at, let's start with maybe 3 steps this week and try to work our way up each day or every other day at a step. So if we start with 3 steps in a sit, perfect. That's tomorrow, Tuesday. On Thursday, let's go to 5 steps in a sit. On Saturday, let's go to 7 steps in a sit. Okay? So this is going to become second nature to your dog. Real heel. 1, 2, 3, sit. See how my hand is in position? Yes, and feed. So I'm going to do it in real time so that you can see what you're supposed to do. Come on. Without explaining it. I'm just going to do it, okay? Man, this must be really annoying for people listening to this. All right. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, sit. Yes, feed. Ready? Heel. See, in her case, I didn't like that she lowered her head. I'm just shortening her leash a little bit. Heel. 1, 2, 3, sit. Yes, feed. Feed means you open the hand and the magic cheese comes out. Let's see, what else was there, guys? I think that was pretty much it. I really had a good time with you guys today, and I'll see you guys next week. If you do have any questions, feel free to, reply to my email and ask me. I'm happy to, if I have time, get back to you, because all I really want to do is see you guys succeed, okay? So, stay. So, okay, have a good training week. Happy training.